Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are almost at the mid of the year and I thought I'll make a video on all the books that I've read till now. Before starting this video, I just want to say I was not a reader. I never used to read back-to-back books, but this is the first year because I really wanted to read more books. So I've read quite a good amount of book, half of this like till now. So I'm really happy and I really wanted to share what all I have read. So let's begin. And it's not in any particular order, so I'm just randomly picking up these books. And no spoilers here, so don't worry about that. I won't be giving any spoilers. So just you can have something to drink with you and we can just talk about these books. Okay, starting off strong, I just recently read this book. It's called The Silent Patient, and I did talk about this in my very recent vlog. And I also talked about how there's a whole community of people hating on this book. But I love thrillers, and this is one of the thrillers that was really great. I really loved how it was written. It was so easy to read, and I didn't see the plot coming. I didn't see the climax. I didn't see what was coming at the very end. So I really liked this book, and I don't have much to say about it, but I would definitely recommend. If you like thrillers, you would definitely like this book, unless you are someone from that community who hates this book. But I did like it, so that's that. The second book is Yellow Face. I saw this book everywhere, I think end of last year. Like everybody was reading this book or posting about this book, and people still talk about this book. So I bought this year, like I bought this book I think end of last year, and I would say that this book is super easy to read, first of all, and it talks about the writer's world and how they face challenges on in their daily life. So it also talks about that, but the story is really fun. Like it's an easy read and it's kind of like funny too. I would be really honest here, and I would like to say that I felt like the book was kind of like repetitive. Like some of the stuff was just repetitive, and especially like at the end I felt like it was stretched. Like the book was somewhat stretched. It could have been finished way back, but the author decided to like write, I think, 50 more pages or something. I don't know, but I felt like it was repetitive somewhat. But nonetheless, I really like this book. It was very easy to read, a fun read, and you can just. It's a very short. No, it's like 300 pages or something. So yeah. Then we have one of my favorite books from probably all of this is the Palace of Illusions. If you're a woman, I would just say you're gonna like this book. And it's just I think I also talked about this book in one of my vlogs, and it just talks about, it's basically a women's story in a man's world, and it's the Mahabharat is written from a this is the Mahabharat written in like from a female perspective, from Draupadi's perspective, and I loved it. Some of like there were like a lot of instances when I wanted to highlight a lot of things in this book, but I didn't highlight any of it because I think it's just a very good read. Like definitely recommend this. Okay, this is the book which started it all. It's Verity by Colleen Hoover. One of my friends gave this to me, and I was traveling from Canada to India, and I read this book, and this book started it all. Like this book helped me read all of the other books because this book was so interesting. I know you can call me a psychopath, but I really love this book. I know there are some really crazy scenes in here, crazy characters, crazy scenes. It's just a very crazy story. Also, I think they are making a movie, or I don't know, I think it's a movie, and they are having Dakota Johnson there, so I'm definitely excited about that. But this is a great book, you guys. Like, I don't know, I really like this book, and it's beautifully written. I don't know, I don't have any complaints about this book. I really like this. Ooh, Britney Spears, The Women and Me. Okay, so I heard about the conservatorship and everything of Britney Spears way back, I think in 2017-19, and I always wanted to know more about it, but I don't know. Um, and then I saw this book and I was like, I really need to read about her. And it's kind of like dusty. So yeah, so she just talks about her whole life, her story, and I think you should definitely read this book. And I started to hate Justin Timberlake after this. You will know what I'm saying when you read this book. She talks about everything. She was dealing with a lot of things, dealing with a lot of career issues, family issues, her own issues. Then she became a mother. There's a lot of things happening in this book, and she writes it like she's telling a story to her friend. So it's very easy to read. And I also want to read Julia Fox autobiography, but yeah. So yeah. Ooh, one of my favorite books again from the stack here. It's I Who Have Never Known Men. It's a short book, so anybody who is interested to start reading something, I wouldn't recommend starting with this book because it's very deep. There are things in here which makes you think a lot, and I genuinely love this book. It's a crazy book, very different concept, very different story. I didn't think um, about it in this way, that this hit me deep. This was a very dark, deep, sad, different book for me, and I enjoyed every bit of it. Beautifully written, and there's so much going on in this book, but there isn't so much going on in this book. I don't know how to explain this. You have to read this book in order to understand what I'm talking about. But I genuinely love this book. It's so good. Another book. I don't think I read any of the book which were not good. This book, this is Almond, and you guys, this book will this book has a part of me for sure. I love this book so much. Very different story. It's about a child. So basically, I think humans are humans because we feel emotions, right? We feel all these emotions in our everyday life. But this child in the book, who is the main character, he has a health condition wherein he cannot feel any emotions. So the book is all about like how he deals with his daily life, how what is his relationship with other characters, and everything. Like, it's a beautiful story, and I would 110% recommend this book. And I would someday reread this book, but this book also made me cry. But it's beautifully written and a beautiful book. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. If you're into thrillers, you will love this book. I don't think any of these thrillers I have in the stack were not good for me. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but honestly, this would be my least favorite thrillers I have in the stack, but it's still good. It is good, but as compared to the other ones, I think this would be the least favorite one from this stack that I have here. But it's a beautiful read. It's also a series. I would love to read other books from the series as well. The other books are like Good Girl, Bad Blood, As Good as Dead. So I would definitely read those. But it's a good read. It's like a whole mystery, detective vibes, and they are trying to find out something. It's a fun read. Definitely go for it if you're into thrillers. It's a quick page turner also. So yeah. Sally Rooney. Oh my god, this is so dusty. Next book here It is kind of like dusty because I bought it way back in January or something. But yeah, this is the Intermezzo by Sally Rooney. The amount of things I have heard about this book and the amount of times I have seen this book on my FYP, on Pinterest, on YouTube is crazy. And if you like books which have a really good plot and there is no a real story, but you just like the book for the plots, go for this one definitely. It's not a short book, as you can see. It's a pretty thick. This is probably the thickest book that I have, but I enjoyed reading it. It's again like it's a very, there's no like particular story going on. It's, if you like reading books for the vibe, for the plot, definitely go for this one. As I said, there is no particular story which is happening. It talks about grief, it talks about relationship with your siblings and things like that. Um so yeah, it's not a bad story, but yeah, it's a fun read. But thick, so don't pick up if you're just starting reading. I don't think you'll be able to finish it. Next book, My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I was really excited to read this book because for me also this year I have been at home because I had an injury, so I could relate to My Year of Rest and Relaxation, the title, but inside the book is crazy, okay? I don't want to relate to that because it talks about mental health. It has mental health, depression. Somebody said that this is exactly whatever this book is. This is exactly how depression and mental health looks like. And it's just a book about a character is which doesn't want to live, like doesn't want to be present. She just takes like these drugs and everything to make herself sleep all the time. So yeah, it's a crazy story, very different concept. Like I didn't think this book would be about this, but I enjoyed this book. Beautifully written, and yeah, it's a great book. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. This book, Bunny, I haven't read. I haven't read because I tried. Okay, I tried reading 1/4 of this book. I think I have read it till here. I have made a mark, but after this, I was not able to read this book. I don't know why. I don't know why, because it's such a beautiful cover. Everything is beautiful about this book, and everybody loves this book on the internet. Like everybody loves this book, but I don't know what happened. I was so excited to read this book. I started reading it, and then I stopped at some point. It's about cult and very very different story, and I just couldn't understand. I think I need to reread the whole thing again to understand it much better. But yeah, I really need to understand this. Who loves this book? I'm sorry. I'll reread it, okay? I get it. You guys like this book. There has to be something in this book. Okay, the next book is Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. So this book is about sisters' relationship with each other. They have their own story going on, and again there is grief because one of their sisters passes away, and it talks about grief and then how they continue their journey in this world. It's a very emotional book too. Like they all are dealing with their own situations and everything, but it's a beautiful book. I would definitely recommend this, and yeah. Oh, this book has my heart. This book, out of all these books, has my heart. It's A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. I would probably never stop talking about this book. It's so beautiful. Like the character, the way it is written. Oh, I just love this book. I would definitely read this book someday. I think I just like sad books. That's the thing about me. I like crying while reading. I like to feel things while reading. And that's why either I like thrillers because they are like quick to read, or books like these. But it's a beautiful book, guys. Please read this book if you haven't read it. It's just a gem. Like, buddy me with this book. I don't want to talk much about it. You need to read it to find it out. The second last book that I have here is The Housemaid. Again, a thriller. Blew my mind too, like the other thrillers. And this belongs in the second place after Verity in my stack. Yeah. And then, no, wait, I have Silent Patient too. Yeah, but Verity, The Housemaid, The Silent Patient, and then Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Beautiful book, very short, very quick read. It won't take more than 2 days for you to read it. You cannot keep this book back. If you have picked it up, you cannot keep this back. It's so good. And it's so interesting and so different. Loved it. I wanted to start reading classics, and that's why I got this book. It's The White Knight, very small, tiny book. And I was going through Instagram, somebody recommended this. They were like, if you want to get into classics, which I wanted to get into, read White Knights. And there are more great books by this author. I don't want to try saying the name, but I read this book, and yeah, it was a good read. I wouldn't say I loved it or something. I liked it, but I didn't like love it or something. Okay, so yeah, White Knights. There you go, guys. That's all the books that I've read. I didn't try to spoil anything for you, and definitely let me know which of these have you read, and please share your opinion if you like the book or not, and also recommend me some books because I need to buy more books now since I have completed all this except for this one. I know I still need to read it but apart from that, I've read all of them. I'm so proud of it. I've read all these books and they were all good. Like I didn't say any of these books were like no, every one of these books are just amazing. So thank you guys for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel. I have like 5 subscribers right now. What are you guys doing? Okay, so that's about it. Bye.